Man, we got more arms than a gun store, don't we?
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of set, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with some silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Vegas. Man, bread dog, we litty. The shine with the speed, it was with the 50-50. Yeah, this that I silver and Blackfield. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo, shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to everybody already here in the building, man. Prezi, what's good, nephew? I see Cereal's in the building. Frank's in the building. Martinez, Aaron, Frank, Rod Gas, Max. Let's get to it, man. You already know what it is. Appreciate everybody for being here. This is the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Facebook as well. If you guys want to get your comments in, make sure to jump over to YouTube. And also, man, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and wipe them feet, y'all. Meaning hit them thumbs up. What is really good, man? Shout out to OG Vengeance. What's popping, Joey? Eddie's in the building. My people, man. Man, a lot of arms, huh? We got a lot of arms right now. Big Jim, shout out to you, man. I like Garbers, actually. But Stiddy is just a serviceable backup in case our line gets DC hurt. Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to make a big deal out of this pickup. Yes, we traded a 6th round pick to the New England Patriots for Jarrett Stidham and a 7th rounder next year's draft. Garbers is cool, Jim. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like he was a check down machine at Cal. I always love picking up NorCal guys, right? But to be real with you, Garbers kind of gives me that like an arrogant vibe from him. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm bugging, but when I seen that interview that he did when he basically said he was the best Pac-12 quarterback this past year, I was kind of like, what? Like, no, you weren't. Like, statistically, just all across the board, no, you weren't. But, you know, I think Garbers is going to end up being a practice squad guy for us. Stidham, everyone knows, he played under Josh McDaniels in New England for the past 2 years. Former 4th round pick. This is just this is what they do, right? Josh McDaniels and Zeke went out and got a guy that they know they're very familiar with, and they must have some type of hope that he could be a serviceable backup. We all know, you guys, DC is our quarterback, right? DC is our quarterback. But the backup is still, these guys are going to have to fight for it. Nick Mullins, right now, I think Mullins is our number 1 guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I know we went and traded for Jarrett Stidham, so I guess he has a leg up in the backup department, but I'm still going with Nick Mullins. To me, he's more, he's been there, done that. He started NFL games before. Let's just be real. Stidham has played in 8 NFL games, you guys, in his 2-year career. 4 interceptions and 2 TDs, 270 yards passing, 50% completion rate. That's not, at this point, getting it done. And don't get me wrong, last year, he had a back injury. So, Mac Jones is their quarterback. And then the year before, they had Cam Newton over there, right? So Stidham really hasn't gotten a chance, but in the 8 games that he's played, I mean, come on, 4 INTs and 2 TDs, that's not really going to get the job done. I think Mullins is the guy that is going to be backing up DC for the foreseeable future. But there's nothing wrong with continuing to have competitiveness in every room, whether it's the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball. I like it, man. I do. And all you're giving up is a 6th round pick. It's not that big of a deal. And you're picking up a 7th. It's kind of like the same thing we did with Denzel Perryman, right? Gave up a 6th round pick picked up Denzel in the 7th, and look what that did for us, you guys. Got a Pro Bowler. Not saying that Stidham's going to be a Pro Bowler because he's probably, God forbid, he's never going to see the field. You know what I mean? Shout out to my little bro Andy, man. We got him for free. The pick we traded for him was a compensatory pick for Quentin Jefferson, and we got an extra 7. Talk that shit, little bro. Talk that shit, little bro. Yeah, I like Mullins. He's decent too. Yeah, man. I mean, look. I remember a few years back when I moved to Dallas, probably about 4 years ago, right? Actually, it's been 4 years. Nick Mullins absolutely destroyed our Raiders. It was ugly. And then last year, you know, he played pretty well against us when he played for Cleveland. When we beat them on a last-second field goal. Let me see. Alex, facts. He's just there to help teach the system and back up. Boom. That's why I'm not going to make that big of a deal over this. To be honest with you guys, I didn't really want to go live over this. To be real, I wanted to just lay in my bed today and relax until my live later on for the schedule release. I'm going to be really real with you. But this is Raider News, so we definitely have to talk about it. And I wanted to go live and see how you guys felt instead of me just doing a quick video. Benny Boone says, you and Stu good now, or y'all still throwing hissy fits? Bro, me and Stu are always good. That is my big brother. I love him to death. We literally talk right after that. So that's my guy. That's my guy, man. Hey, man, sometimes tempers flare. You know what I'm saying? But Stu is my dog. Like, that's never going to change. That's my bro for life. You know, brothers fight, man. What time does the NFL schedule drop? I'm in Cali, 8 p.m. Eastern, so 5 o'clock your time, Giants. And I'll be going live 7 o'clock Central Time, I believe. Damn, I think I got to change my time. I don't know. I'm going live 6 o'clock. I'm going live an hour before. But there's already some stuff that's already been released, and I'm going to go over that in a few hours. But it looks as though we have the Chargers week 1. All that New England talk, all that Denver talk, it looks as though we have the Chargers week 1. That's what I'm hearing right now. Teen, I think Mullen might win the backup spot. I do too. I think it's actually his to lose. Stidham and Garber's 2 QB system. I'll tell you this, Hawk. Garbers will be a practice squad guy. Garrett Gilbert probably won't make the roster. People tend to forget we got Gilbert on the team still. I don't think he makes the roster. I think what happens is Josh McDaniels carries 3 quarterbacks, just like Grew did with DC, Mariota, and Peterman. You know what I mean? I think that's what happens, right? We have Stidham helping get the system in place because he knows it. Mullen as number 2, DC is number 1, with Garbers as practice squad guy. That's how I feel. And you develop him behind the scenes. Good morning, Docs. Yeah, I remember Mullen killed us that Thursday night football on my beat up, bro. They smoked our boots. Our boots. Hawk said, Carr better give his number up or Stidham's going to take it from him. It's too easy. It's too early for this shit, Hawk. It's too early, brother. Not at all, Alex. Not at all. Cole will make the roster. I think Cole will make the roster. He could play slot receiver. He's active in the kick game. I don't think that spells any disaster for Trey Turner or any of these guys, to be honest. Look, the good thing is, if we need to, Trey Turner can still be on the practice squad unless somebody snatches him up, but I think Trey Turner, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Trey Turner out of Virginia Tech makes the roster? The active roster. Because there's nothing wrong with putting them on the practice squad with Garbers and just help these guys, develop these guys behind the scenes. We're very deep at wide receiver right now, you guys. I think if you mean UDFAs, Alex, you can go to last year's UDFAs, Dylan Stoner and Turner. I think they're done. I think they're out of here. You know what I mean? They come from a previous regime. They're done. But I have high hopes for Trey Turner. But we're too deep at wide receiver right now. Just look at that wide receiver room, man. Devontae, Hunter, Brian Edwards, DeMarcus Robinson, Mac Hollins, which will be more of a special teams guy, but he will get some burn. The guy had 4 TDs last year for Miami. And then you go get Keelan Cole. We are very deep. Tyron Johnson is still on the roster. People tend to forget that he's on a 2-year deal. I like the kid that we brought out of Ball State, undrafted as well, but I think he'll be another guy that'll be on the practice squad. Caden says, bold take, Trey Turner beats out Mac Hollins. See, I think Caden, I don't think that's a battle, to be honest. I think Mac Hollins was brought in to be more of a special teams ace and just like a big body guy that can come in and make a catch here and there. But I'll take it, Caden. To be honest with you, brother, like you always want your young pups to beat these veterans, right? Because that means you're doing something right in terms of drafting and UDFAs. So if he comes in and takes anyone's job, I love it. I love it. That's a cheap contract, and you can let these other guys walk. Joel, what's good, brother? I think the kid from Ball State makes a hell of a returner with some coaching. Could be. I'll tell you right now, we finally have the right coaching staff in place to develop these guys. I'll tell you that. Watch this coaching staff turn Klee into a baller this year, and then he's going to walk next year. Watch this regime turn Abram into the guy that we thought we were getting in round one a few years back. Coaching plays a huge, huge, huge role, man. And right now, I think this is the best coaching staff we've ever had. And I mean, in the later eras, right? Not John Madden, not Flores. Let's pump the brakes on that. You know what I'm saying? But I think right now, top to bottom, GM, the coaching staff, to defensive coordinator, to offensive line coach, I just think that we have the best right now that we've had in many moons. Cam says, do you think Zeus will take the running back one role from Jacobs? Yeah, definitely. Maybe not this year, but next year for sure. Look, he was drafted. I won't even say drafted in the 4th round for a reason. I'll say this. We traded up to go get him for a reason. He will be running back one. Him and Sincere. I feel like him and Sincere are going to be those guys, running back one, running back two. It's going to be like the Gardner and Wheatley back in the day. I really think that. I think Sincere is going to make this roster. You guys have to go watch his tape. I know he went to a small school, but Sincere McCormick is a dog, man. He is a dog. Best coaching staff since 2002. Since the old Gruden era, right? Facts. Andrew says, where does OBJ go? I don't know. If I had to guess right now, back to the Rams is wide receiver 3. Think of this. OBJ is probably going to miss half the season. Allen Robinson dealt with some, I think, hamstring injuries last year, right? Let's just say Allen Robinson goes down. It's the same thing that happened last year, right? The Rams go get OBJ in free agency when the Browns let him go. And then next thing you know, Robert Woods goes down pretty much the next day. And OBJ slides in as wide receiver 2 and wins a ring. Who's to say he won't do the same thing with the Rams or just be wide receiver 3? But I think if I had to guess right now, he'd be a Ram. He just had a baby. His girl lives in LA. I don't think he wants to go too far from where he is, from home. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to guess, I would say the Rams, and then there's 2 other sneaky teams to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on New Orleans. You know, he went to LSU, and Green Bay, another team where he may want to go play for another great quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. That's if I had to guess. Darkside, yo, if you place a player on the practice squad, you can protect him, right? I think you can place Trey Turner and Sincere. So there's a few. I think you can only, you know what? Let me look this up. How many players can you protect on practice squad? Four players. Teams are allowed to protect 4 players per week from being signed by rival teams. There is no limit on how many players or how many times a player can be protected throughout the season. These protections can be made after 4 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. This was September 17, 2021. So you can protect 4 players. Let me see. That's a player that we've been talking about, Eddie. We need to trade for Chuck Clark from Baltimore. I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I like Chuck Clark, but I like Harmon. I like Harmon. I like Roderick Teamer. I would like the opportunity to give Tyree Gillespie a chance to win that out. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we already have some guys at safety, man. I don't know what we would even give up for a Chuck Clark, because let's just be real. He does nothing great. He's a good football player, but he does nothing great. So are you really upgrading the safety room going to trade for Chuck Clark? I don't know. I like what we got at safety right now with Harmon, Gillespie, Roderick Teamer. You know what I mean? The only thing I don't like is thinking about Levitt ever playing at safety, ever. Alex, why do you think Darrell Williams hasn't signed yet? Asking for too much. No, I think that, he's a veteran, and I think that he's actually waiting for post-June. He's talked to some teams, but, this is what happens, right? It's been very quiet on the Darrell Williams front, but very, very quiet, actually. But this man's representation has talked to teams. Trust me, he's a veteran. He's been reached out to. He's waiting post-June. That's when a lot of money gets freed up, and he gets probably the nicest contract that he can get. But I think the writing was on the wall when Baltimore went out and signed their right tackle for $5 million a year. I know he kind of took a home team, hometown discount per se. But I mean, look, I don't see how Darrell Williams really gets any more than that $5 or $6 million range. So, but post-June, I think Darrell Williams will be off the market, Alex. I really do. And I'm hoping that we still go out and get him. Look, there's some guys that we have, man. Illuminor can play right tackle. We talked about this before. Brandon Parker, I want him as more of a rotational piece. Bam, undrafted guy, a monster of a man. I'm hoping he wins that battle. I really do, because this guy, man, his measurements is different. It's different. This guy can be Trent Brown minus the injuries. Could you imagine that? Shout out to my brother Jose, man. Hey, my brother Docs, I hope all is well and you and your family is healthy. You think we signed James Bradberry? I don't know, man. This may be another post-June situation, right? A lot of teams want Bradberry services. There's rumors of the Commanders, Philly, Indianapolis, us. We are very much in the hunt to go get James Bradberry services. But this guy got paid a lot of money last year from the Giants, and I think that he wants to get as much money as possible. So I think James Bradberry is going to be another post-June pickup. Let me see something real quick. I want to see where everybody's salaries are. Spot track. Hold on. Spot track NFL financials. All right, let me see something real quick. Shout out to everybody here, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Hold on. Salary cap. All right, here we go. So right now, Cleveland already has some corners. They just paid Denzel Ward a shit ton of money, but they have a lot of money right now. Is this up to date? This can't be up to date. Let me see what Indianapolis has. It says they have $13 million right now. They still have to sign their rookie class, but they have the money to do it. Where's Philadelphia at? Philadelphia has $4 million, pretty much $5 million right now. And we have 5.4. Commanders have 9.8. So there's some teams that have more money than us right now, right? But I think it's going to be a post-June situation. Shout out to Jose, my brother, man. Yeah, we get $20 million cleared June 1st. But let's just be real, though, Frank. A lot of that money is put to the side for Renfro and Waller, right? So I don't think that if Bradberry wants to be a Raider, he's going to have to take less money. I really do think that. If he wants to be a Raider, he has to take less money. because Indianapolis will pay him more if they really want to bring him in and have him and Gilmore as one, corner one and corner two. The Commanders, like I said, they have a little bit of change. They could bring him in. He could be corner one off the dribble, right? Philly as well. Yep. That's Renfro's money. High five, facts. Frank says Bradberry wants to play in the same system that had him as a Pro Bowler. Yeah, and he said in the past that he would love to play under Patrick Graham again. And for those who don't know, Patrick Graham had this guy as a Pro Bowler in 2020. So that would be great. But money speaks, though, Frank. You know what I'm saying? Money talks, man. Money talks. We know how this shit goes, right? Money talks. This is a business, you guys. If he wants to win football games, you look at Indy, you look at the Commanders, you look at Philly, you look at us, we're probably the best bet to win a championship. And you jump right in and you're corner one and you're playing under a defensive coordinator that taught you up. But let one of these weak-ass teams, we see this year in and year out, overpay him, and he'll go take that money. I think if he wants to be a Raider, he's going to have to take less bread. 3 on you. Shout out to Armando. I don't really think too much about this move. For those who don't know, Benny Boom, I'm keeping all my shit on. I'm never taking my stickers off, man. But I don't really think this is anything big. I don't. We went out and traded a 6th-round pick for Jarrett Stidham in the 7th rounder. It's not that big of a deal. This is just another case of Josh McDaniels and Zeke going out and bringing in the guy that they have some trust in, that they have some confidence in. The kid's still young, but this is a backup quarterback, you guys. Quarterback 3 at worst, quarterback 2 at best. So, Blas, October 30th at New Orleans. Let's meet up. You know what's so crazy? That's a perfect time because my wife's birthday. I think I'm going to take her down to New Orleans for her birthday. I think that's dope. I'm going to be there regardless, Romo. So I'll catch you out there, brother. There are a few games, you guys, that has already been released. I'll bring it. We'll talk about it. This is what it looks like thus far, right? Week 1, Chargers. Week 5, Monday Night Football against the Chiefs. Week 8, the Saints. Week 15, the 49ers. Monday Night Football. Week 16, the Titans. Christmas Day. That's what I'm seeing thus far. Week 16 against the Titans, Christmas. Week 15, 49ers, Monday Night Football. Week 8, the Saints. Week 5, the Chiefs, Monday Night Football. Week 1, Chargers. That's what I'm seeing so far. It's a win-win. Zeke likes 7th-round picks. Facts. Facts. Shout out to my brother Jose, as always, man. The shit he does for this channel is crazy, man. Appreciate my brother. I want New England week 1 so Josh McDaniels can prove he don't need Bill Belichick to win. I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. That was what I wanted initially, Jose. That's even what I did on my my schedule prediction, right? I said New England week 1. I wanted New England or the Rams. That's who I wanted. But it's looking like it's the Chargers. It's looking like we'll either be in Vegas or in LA week 1. Either way, we're home. So it don't really matter. Romero, me and my brother Stu are great, family. We are great. That's my brother. I love him to death. Brothers fight. We argue. It is what it is, but that's my brother. That will never change. I don't agree, Ash. I don't think it's a trap game at all. The Titans are a really good team. They were just the number 1. Weren't they the number 1 seed last year? I could have swore, weren't the Titans number 1? I don't think that's a trap game. I think that's a good game. A trap game is Jacksonville this year, going to Jacksonville. A trap game is going home and playing. Who else do we have on this schedule? I don't know. There's a couple games on this schedule that can be trap games. But the Jacksonville Jaguars, to me, that's a trap game. Ali, when you got the best Seattle, Caden, there you go. That screams trap game in Seattle. The Texans, Jorge, that was the game I was thinking about. Trap game. Trap games are those games when you play these teams that you feel you're just going to run over, right? And then they just show up. Remember what the Texans did last year to the Chargers? Beat the shit out of them. That's a trap game. Killer Cuz, I will be in Jacksonville, brother. If you out there, hit me up. But when you have the best running back in the business, Ali, there's no reason to go out there and throw the ball around. Just hand it off. Give the ball to Derrick Henry every play. When you have Jonathan Taylor or Derrick Henry, there's no reason to pass the ball around. Just hand it off. Make your job that much easier. Because we see what happens when Tannehill gets trigger happy, right? He just goes out there and starts throwing shit around and throws INTs. So I'll tell you guys this. Bold take right here. We play them Christmas Day. We will be playing Malik Willis. We will not be playing Ryan Tannehill. Bold take. Bold take. We will be playing Malik Willis Christmas Day. Bold take. Shout out to everybody here in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys for pulling up on me, man. Coffee and convo, as always. Love you guys, man, so much. Hey, and shout out to everybody that watched the show last night with me and Wasted. Episode 1 of Built Different, our new podcast. Shout out to my brother Money Yell also for coming on and talking about balance. We're going to have some fun next week too, you guys. So stay tuned. We've been getting some great feedback from that show. We appreciate you guys, man. We really do. We really do. We want to start doing some things different around here. And you guys are just phenomenal, man. The support system that we have is insane. Jose, once again, my brother. Docs, if you don't mind me asking, which games in Vegas were you planning on going to? The Niners, I'll be there. I want to go to 2 division games. So I'm thinking maybe the Chiefs. I'll say the Broncos because I want to go out there and see Chandler Jones sack Russell Wilson 8 times in real life. So I'll say Broncos, Chiefs, Niners, Cardinals. We got the Cardinals at home, right? I think I want to go to that game. There's a bunch of games, Jose. I'm gonna be all over the place, brother. You know how I do. I travel a lot with the team. So I'll be in Vegas. I'm trying to be in Vegas every home game. Let's just say that. I've been talking to a bunch of different hotels, a bunch of different situations that are in play right now, business-wise. I'm hoping that me and the squad can be out there covering every home game. Philip, yeah, Cardinals is the last game of the season, Docs. That's what you think? I didn't see that. I'll tell you one thing, though. I hope that we play in Arizona in the last game of the year. That's where the Super Bowl is. Let's just hope we play in Arizona. Shout out to Jose, my brother. Awesome that you guys were talking about more than just football. You guys are doing awesome things. I appreciate you, Alex. Appreciate you, brother. Mario, no year is ever easy, my brother. We're always in the top 7, top 10, top 5 in toughest schedules. This year ain't no different. I think we're like number 5 right now in the league with the toughest schedule. I think the Rams are number 1. I think the Niners are number 4. But we're in the top 5 again, somewhere in that range of toughest schedules. So we don't get any favors sent our way. You know, we the Raiders. 5:30. I'm sold on Carmen Brasillo. So, in a sense, yes, I'm sold on the O-line. I love our O-line coach. I think that was a huge, huge, huge pickup for us. Carmen is going to work wonders with this O-line. Damn, Lizette, for real? Graphk, my dad's friend looked into getting a suite for the Niners game. 10K down, 65K total. Holy shit. Whew. Big, rated, big. All I'm going to say is this. All I'm going to say is this. That's all I'm going to say is this. Event info, RaiderNation kickoff party. That's all I'm going to say. Big shit popping. Shout out to my brother Lip and everybody over there at game day. I'm hoping I can go to the Rams game. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Yeah, we doing this live, man, just to talk about the pickup. You know, we went and got Jarrett Stidham. Light work. But I like that we're still active. Just look at this. Yesterday, we went and got Keelan Cole, and then today we go get Jarrett Stidham. Like, this team is working around the clock. Zeke does not sleep. I love it. This is way different than previous regimes. Zeke don't sleep at all. Young Tommy, that's dope. Raiders will win 12 games minimum. I'm here for it, my brother. I'm here for it. Alex, I do too. And if you see Leatherwood right now, this guy is in the best shape of his life. Like, he's really out there looking like a fucking action figure right now. It's crazy. I like that, Chaos. I like that. So Bradberry tomorrow. Boop, boop, boop. Back-to-back days. I'm here for it. I still think that Bradberry sits around and waits post-June, though. I think that's just there's more money available. A lot of these teams are getting a lot more money back. So it only makes sense to be patient. You know what I'm saying? And think of it like this. Let's just be real. We can pay Renfro post-June, get him out the way, use this 5.7, I think 5.8 that we have right now on our rookie class, and then use the rest of that money on James Bradberry and work Waller's extension in during the season. We can always free up more money. It is very possible, you guys, that we bring in Bradberry. I'm telling y'all now, I think that we are the number one team on his list, but money talks. Shout out to Raider Rich, my brother. Tannehill is a much better QB than Willis. Willis will not start over Tannehill. We all know this draft QB class was straight trash. I don't agree with you. I don't. I'm a huge fan of Malik Willis. I think he's the future of that franchise. So this is where we disagree, my brother. I'll say this. Tannehill is a good quarterback. But some of the traits that Malik Willis brings to the table, he has a very, very, very strong arm, and we all know he can get loose. I think Malik Willis will be a great quarterback. Everybody kept saying that this quarterback's, this class was ass. I think there was some guys, right, that went. Sam Howell, I think, went in the 5th to the Commanders, and he was in talks to be a first rounder. Shit, Carson Strong went undrafted. This guy was supposed to be a top, 3-round guy. But I think that Malik Willis is going to be a dog, my brother. Shout out to Raider Rich. Shout out to my brother Jose again. Dave, Zeke has a different drive than Mike Mayock. This is facts. Ziegler isn't a yes man to a head coach like Mayock was. Ziegler is going to get guys who believes will help us win. And this is facts because he has the winning formula. He has the recipe. He's been there and done that before. Zeke knows how to win in this league. Mike Mayock doesn't. Mike Mayock's never been there before. But facts, my brother. It's so dope to have a GM and a head coach that have a winning pedigree and have the recipe for that formula to win. Shout out to my brother Jose. I like that. Tommy Bolte Willis will be their next McNair. I like that. Getting Bradberry would make me feel so much better about J.C. Jackson signing with the Chargers. J.C. signed with the Chargers just to get cooked year in and year out by Devontae Adams, Cortland Sutton over in Denver. All these guys that the Chiefs went and got. I'm only saying that because I wanted to sign J.C. Jackson, you guys, and I'm low key like an asshole over that situation. I wanted J.C. Jackson, but to be honest, we got the better of the two. We went and got Devontae Adams. You guys go get J.C. Jackson. Guess what? We go get the best wide receiver in the league, and we expect to see him now cover him. Shaq. Next year, brother. When do we get Henry Ruggs' money back too? I believe next year. I believe we get that money back. I don't think we get any of our Nets money back because at the end of the day, that was just a bad decision on our behalf. to go out and draft him. So we won't see any money from Damon Arnett, but we will see some money from Henry Ruggs. And I think that comes back next year. What's your opinion on Yannick? What he said towards the Raiders? I did a video on this vengeance, and shout out to everybody that watched it. I think it's like 20,000 views. It's laughable. Like, don't get me wrong. Yannick had 10 sacks this past season. But you know what I said in that video? Just run the ball. Run the ball his way. Just run it his way. Run it his way. You know what's going to happen with him with the Colts? Colton Miller's going to shut him down, and he's going to over-pursue DC. This is what happens with Yannick year in and year out, you guys. Run the ball his way, and your running back's going to go for over 100 yards on the ground. I think Josh is going to have a field day that week. And watch him over-pursue. He may get a sack. Great. But Yannick is just, he's a sack artist, but he's not a guy that's going to get the job done all across the board. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to compare NFL and NBA, but it's a guy that can slam dunk but can't do shit else. Like, cool, we know you can slam dunk, great. But go out there and do something else. Distribute the ball. You know what I mean? Be able to do this and do that. Like, Yannick can slam dunk. Congratulations, bro. Nah. Congratulations. You can dunk, motherfucker. But can you stop the run? No. Jose with another 10-piece, my brother. I can't wait to see what Carmen Brasillo does with this young O-line. We have James, Miller, Bam, Parham, Illuminor, Good, Simpson, Mumford. Love Mumford. Leatherwood will be fun to watch. This is facts, my brother. Facts. Shout out to Jose, man. That's my guy. Drinks on me, my brother, when I get out there, man. You guys see this? Every dollar that Jose's spending today, drinks on me when I get with him at a game home this year, man. Drinks on me. Yannick is the Ben Simmons of the NFL. You know what? I can't say that because Ben Simmons is a top 3 defensive player in the league. He could play defense, but I get what you're going with that. You can't play no O. I get it. But one thing about Ben Simmons, he can distribute the ball and he can play top of the line defense. Jose, Yannick is like Harold Miner. I know the young kids won't get that, but Harold Miner was called Baby Jordan back in the day coming out of USC. The man could dunk and went to the NFL, and went to the NBA, and that was about it. Yannick is the Harold Miner in the NFL. I don't know, brother. To be honest, I don't think that Aguilar becomes a Raider anyway. Can I be honest? I did a video about Nelson Aguilar, and I said I would love to bring him in if he gets released, right? I don't think Josh McDaniels is a huge fan of his. Maybe I'm tripping, but watching him and watching that film in New England, Nelly's a deep threat, right? And New England dink and dunk last year because they wanted to eliminate turnovers from Mac Jones, but he still threw a bunch of them. But he's a deep threat. And he did not do good in that system last year, like at all. But he didn't really get a chance to. So I don't know if Josh is even sold on him. To be honest, I don't know. I just think we're so deep at wide receiver right now that there's no reason to have to go out and get Nelson Aguilar. I think at that point it's overkill. But would I like it? Definitely. I was going to say Blake Griffin. There we go. There we go, my brother. That's funny, Jose. Tommy, do you think Gerald McCoy will return? That's a good question. You know, it's funny that we went out and drafted 2 defensive tackles, right? But remember, you guys, just a few weeks ago, Darius Falone came in for a visit. Just a few weeks ago, Gerald McCoy was saying, I haven't went anywhere. I'm still here. So I'm confused as to what the hell is going on right now with the defensive line. I don't know if, you know, we talked to Falone to see where he was at coming off those surgeries. But let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think the writing was on the wall when we went out and got Butler and Farrell in the draft? We got back-to-back defensive tackles out of Tennessee and LSU. And I think these guys are going to be dogs for us moving forward. Do you think there's even a reason to bring in Gerald McCoy or bring in Darius Falone at this point? It's a little confusing. I feel like we've had some guys come in, we talked to them, and then we went and drafted 2 guys. I don't know. I just know that we have so many defensive tackles right now that my head hurts keeping up with this shit. I like the move in depth across the roster. Think about this. Every position right now, there's going to be competition. The O-line, we have so many O-linemen. We have so many running backs. We have so many wide receivers, so many quarterbacks, so many defensive tackles. We have a great amount of linebackers now. You know what I'm saying? We have a great mix of corners, which I still think we need one more, which Bradberry would just solve any problem that we have in our secondary. And then I like the mix of veterans and young guys at safety as well. I think Harmon is going to be one of our best pickups this offseason. I do. I think the closer is going to be one of our best sneaky pickups in this past offseason. And I don't know, bro. I've never flown out on Allegiant. I don't even know if Allegiant flies out of Texas where I live. So I don't know, brother. I have no clue. That's something I have to look into. Brandon, I'm all for it. On a vet minimum, if anything, but he's gone. I think he's going to retire, to be honest. Talk that shit, Crusher. Talk that shit, my brother. I'm ready to go. Look, we sign Bradberry, perfect offseason, off to the races. Let's go. That's it. I think at this point, you guys, sign Bradberry, get Waller and Renfro's deals in place, and we're done. We're done. We're done. Butler's about to be a game changer, big steal. Oh, I agree with you. Matthew Butler is nice. Look at his film out of Tennessee. This guy's a dog. And a lot of those volunteer fans flood the comment sections talking great about him. Oh, shit. COVID. Hicks on a 1-year deal. I'm not against that. But going back to what we just said, Alex, I think we're pretty deep right now. Vernon Butler, Petco, Nichols, Hankins back. You know what I mean? Matthew Butler now. I mean, shit, the list goes on, bro. Like, we can continue. Neil Farrell Jr., like we're very, very deep at defensive tackle now. I think we're going to go into camp at like 8, 9. Shit. We still have Vickers on the roster who can play inside and out. Chris, I believe once the schedule is released, and we're going to be doing a countdown, you guys. I will be live tonight. We're going to be doing a countdown live and breaking down the schedule. Definitely. Yeah, Vernon Butler. I keep forgetting that we signed Vernon Butler also. But I think tickets get sold instantly once the schedule is released. Lizette, thank you, family. My allergies are kicking my ass. Who else is hearing no? Yeah, bro, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. That's going to be fire. I didn't think about that, bro. I'm going to be there, though. I was there in 2016, week 1. Michael Crabtree, 2-point conversion to win the game. I was there. We'll be there again this year. Tickets should be cheaper this year, you guys, because the whole COVID, shit is out the window now. You don't have to have your vaccinations to get into the building. I think that tickets will pretty much get cut in half this year. They'll probably still be up there a little bit because, Vegas is Vegas. But I think tickets are going to be a lot cheaper this year. Shout out to Jose. I like how Josh McDaniels is a no-nonsense coach. All the BS that happened last year with Ruggs, Arnett, and even Hobbs won't happen with Coach Mack behind the helm. Talk that shit, my brother. Jose, the GOAT. Shout out to Raider Sal, bro. The Raider, what's good, King? Who plays more snaps, Cleve Farrell or Neil Farrell? That's a good question. We shall see. We shall see. In a perfect world, the Raider, I'm hoping that Neil gets it right because he's a rookie. He'll be here for the next 4 years, 5 years, maybe longer. And Cleve is just pretty much playing out his rookie deal. In a perfect world, I hope that Neil has way more snaps because that lets us know that this guy is a part of our future. Because Cleve's on a 1-year deal, you guys. Shout out to my brother Scout. I'm going to try and go to that Saints or Titans game. Let me know, little bro. Let me know. Let me know. If you go to New Orleans, let me know ahead of time, because I know if anything, I'm thinking about getting a suite in Vegas in New Orleans for my wife, because her birthday is literally a few days before that game. But if not, I may get an Airbnb. I may get a big ass Airbnb out there in Vegas, man. So I'm here, fucking Vegas, New Orleans. Let me know ahead of time, little bro, and we can work something out. Yeah, Rico, I'm hearing the same thing. I'm hearing the Chargers week 1. Khalil Mack is back. We get to face Khalil. That's actually kind of dope, right? Because you end the season week 17 against the Chargers with the best NFL game of the year last year, and then you started off with a bang again. I'm here for it. Bro, I'm going to the Pittsburgh one. That's one of the road games I'm definitely looking at. Alex, I'm going to be doing a show predictions here shortly of where I think DC is going to be this year. Josh, I'm going to do a statistic breakdown prediction on all those players. So stay tuned, Alex. Shout out to Jose, man. Neil Farrell Jr. is going to play the role like Tommy Kelly. Tommy Kelly was one of my favorite DTs to play for the Raiders. Haven't heard that name in a while. Stu talks about Tommy Kelly a lot. Tommy Kelly was a dog. If we can get Neil Farrell Jr. to play like Tommy Kelly, brother, we got a steal. A steal. Shout out to my brother, man, Jose. Oh, since Mount Shillmore schedule reveal live show, I'm going to see if my brothers is going to come on. I know that, you know, we're all content creators at the end of the day, right? And I know that everybody wants to do it on their channels as well. So I don't know if my brothers are going to pull up, but hopefully they do. That would be great. That would be great. I know that Andy doesn't get off till later, so I don't know if he's going to be available to pull up. But I also know, you know, like I said, everybody has their own channels, and, you know, I don't want to be greedy and be like, everybody pull up over here, man, when everybody has their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 300 people in the chat, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys, man. Rod Gas, Docs, you always helping young content creators to grow. SC Experience needs your help. He needs like 100 subs to get monetized. He is a great creator and learn from the best, the GOAT, Docs, the GOAT. Man, look, I rock with SC, man. I rock with SC. That's my guy. Good people. Good young kid. Young. One of the future guys of this shit. Shout out to him. If SC reaches out to me and says, Graphk, you know what I mean? So on and so forth. Come on, man. SC don't even, it's right there for him. You already know, my brother. Oh, yeah, Raider South, facts. Anybody, man, that lives in the Dallas area, everybody go follow SC Experience. He needs 100. Everybody go follow. Go subscribe to SC Experience on YouTube. Run them numbers up for Lil Bro. Get him up there, man. This weekend, 11 o'clock a.m. in Dallas, Texas, me and my bro, Mitchell Renz, will be having a brunch. We're inviting anybody in the area to come out, have some drinks, have some food with us. We will be at Hero. Hero. It's a restaurant right outside of the Dallas Mavericks American Airlines Center, right outside of it. So if you guys are around the area, pull up on us, come have a drink with us, have some appetizers, some food. Hero, we will be there, me and Mitchell Renz. If you guys want to come through and rock with us, come through and rock with us if you're in the Dallas area, 11 a.m. this Saturday. Do you believe Kenyon Drake will lose touches this year with Zamir White coming in? No. Running back by committee, Tommy. And I think that Kenyon Drake is going to be very, very active in the passing game. I think we're going to do this year what we were supposed to do with Kenyon last year and get him more active in the passing game. Zamir's to me is more of like that power runner, right? Like he's not that guy that's going to be very, very active in the passing game. That's why Kenyon Drake is going to be able to off balance that. You know what I'm saying? He'll be that guy that's going to be active more in kind of like that Joker role per se. But I don't think he loses touches. I think everybody gets their share of touches. Josh, Zamir, Kenyon, Sincere, if he makes the roster, which I think he will. Bolden. I think Amir is going to play more of that special teams and wide receiver spot. But injuries do occur, so you never know. Amir Abdullah may be running the ball a lot as well. Who's to say? My brother, man. Docs, I appreciate what you do for the nation. I appreciate you welcoming me and my pops into the draft party in Vegas. Thank you for what you do for the nation, man. True legend, my brother, man. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, King. Thank you, my brother. Shout out to my dog, Jose, and shout out to your pops, man. Two very, very great people, man. Definitely, man. Thank you guys for all the support you guys show to the channel, man. You know what I mean? I that's all I can do is return that, my brother. You know what I mean? You guys put out so much great energy into the universe, my brother. Definitely love and support anything that you guys got going on, man. Shout out to Joe. What time does the schedule come out? 5 p.m. Eastern. So I will be live an hour beforehand, Central Time. Let me make sure that I got this shit the right time. Make sure. So I go live at 6 o'clock Central. That's 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going live an hour before the actual Scout. Where are you going to be, brother? Are you going to be free for this? Or are you going to be at work or at school? If you're going to be free, let me know, man. I would love for you to pull up and do the NFL schedule release with me. If you're free, let me know. DM me, my brother. I would love to send the invite over there and have you come pull up and do the schedule release with us. That'd be dope. Haven't had my brother on for a minute. I think the Stidham pickup for a 6 could be okay. He knows the system and can help Carr. Greg, you know, I don't think in any world Stidham can help Carr, right? I'm going to be real. Like, but I hear you. He can help implement that system, help come in and say, this is what's going on, right? He was only brought in because he knows the system. But I don't think he does too much for DC, to be honest. Shout out to Greg, though, my dog. I'm going to be at a concert, but we got to do a show soon. Okay. Scout, let me know, brother. Let me know when you're free. Van City, just, bro, go SeatGeek, anywhere, bro. Like, this is where I get my ticket. Where do I get my tickets at? I get my tickets. There's so many different apps that I have. I get mine at StubHub. Shout out to my little bro B. What's good, brother? Shout out to my brother Wasted. Got big bro and little bro in the building. Speaking of Wasted, shout out to Thick Frame E. What up, Docs? That was a phenomenal show last night with Wasted and Money. I'm looking forward to the next show. I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, King. Shout out to Cane Town. Richard Lyon, what's good, brother? Stidham is a coach, just a coach with shoulder pads. Talk that shit. He's gonna be carrying a notepad pretty much all year long. Okay, Greg, we on the same page, my brother. We on the same page. But no, I agree with you. I agree with what you were saying, Greg. It's just, you know, it's funny to say that out loud, right? Like Stidham's here to help Carr. Raider Paul, I will be out there, brother. But yeah, man, you guys, shout out to everybody. We're coming up on an hour. I gotta go pick up my sons. I will be live tonight. We're doing a show where we're gonna be breaking down the schedule release. We're gonna be doing like a quick little marathon and breaking it down, breaking the schedule down. So you guys pull up on me in a few hours. I will be live again. I'm just here to let everybody know our QB room is full as hell right now. We just went out and signed Jarrett Stidham from the New England Patriots. Gave them a 6th rounder. Got Jarrett Stidham and a 7th rounder in return. Pretty much the same kind of trade that we did with Denzel Perryman last year in Carolina. Same shit. And we got a McDaniels and Zeke guy. You know what I mean? Familiarity. On the way out, shout out to Jose. Stidham is this year's Nate Peterman, but better. Talk that shit, my brother. But yeah, man. Thank you, Jose. My brother, man. Appreciate everybody here, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, you guys. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will see you tonight for the schedule reveal. We will be live for a few hours breaking down our schedule. 1.